I would like to take this opportunity to wish all of you a very happy new year 2025 and thank everyone who's been directly and indirectly involved in my cycling journey of 20,000 kilometers along the borders of India for the cause of change before climate change. I just thought of taking a quick review of myself or kind of summarizing what I have seen so far, what I've experienced so far in this quick video since I started this journey. So I started this journey on January 23rd last year. So in next 23 days, I would have hit a 1 year mark. And this journey I started in Nadabet in Gujarat, India-Pakistan border. Of course, with a lot of anxiousness, a lot of anxiety, a lot of nervousness. But yes, with the equal amount of enthusiasm, I was very keen, very curious to undertake this journey for a long time, experience the country, experience its culture, experience its unity and diversity. So generally have fun. That is the whole idea. And well, with strong conviction, I started this journey. Traveled from Nadabet, that's Kutch, Gujarat. It's a huge district and a very unique landscape where miles and miles you see nothing but a land covered with salt everywhere, and of course a lot of blue water with a lot of migratory bird population, flamingos, very beautiful. And of course the people in Kutch, I just heard that the hospitality in the in Kutch is the best in the country, and I had a good fortune of experiencing it firsthand. I could just walk into any village and ask for help, ask for food, ask for a place to stay, and I was welcomed like a family member. There's so many stories. So after Gujarat, of course, cycled around along the coastal part of Maharashtra, that is Konkan, Western Ghats, a beautiful landscape. After that, traveled through Goa, Karnataka, Kerala. The entire landscape was mesmerizing. In fact, despite of being from that region, I stay in Khopoli, which is near Navla Khandala, between Mumbai and Pune. Very close to the beach, about 60 kilometers is Alibag. But I had never seen the Konkan the way I saw it during the cycling journey. It's so beautiful. It was cycling along the Arabian Sea to the right and the Western Ghats, the beautiful mountains to the left. It has been, I never knew Konkan is, I mean, I had only heard how beautiful Konkan is. It was good to experience it firsthand. After that, of course, the beautiful Goa, then entered Karnataka through Karwar. I saw the thick forest of Karwar, a very unique landscape of Karwar, where you have mountains actually entering the sea far and wide. After that, of course, Kerala, where I had seen backwaters closely for the first time in Alleppey. It was a very beautiful ride. Again, you have to the left hand side the backwaters of Kerala, and right hand side the Arabian Sea, and you're cycling through the island in between. So it was a very mesmerizing, unique experience. Reached Kanyakumari, and after that traveled through Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Orissa, along the Bay of Bengal. Again, a very unique landscape, so different from, though it was in both the sides, you're cycling along the sea, but the experience is very different, the landscape is very different, the people are very different, the culture is so different. Um, After that, of course, went to Calcutta, Sundarbans, and entered Northeast, covered all the Northeastern states. I entered Northeast with a lot of caution because there is a whole enigma built around the Northeastern states. There are a lot of people who belong to different tribes, and there is an undercurrent of anti-India sentiment. I mean, these are the things, these are the perceptions which I entered Northeast with. And my original plan was 1.5 months, and I should be able to go around the entire Northeast. And if that plan would have worked, by this time probably I would have been close to finishing my journeys. I would have probably I would have been in Punjab. But my 1.5 month journey in Northeast extended to about 6 months. So, and that's only because Northeast A is so beautiful, and the people are amazing. The kind of support, contrary to my own belief which I had formed before entering Northeast, the support which I received from the locals, especially the tribes in the hill states, was so amazing. Except for, of course, some section of Meghalaya which I found a little uncomfortable. But overall, in Tripura, Assam, Mizoram, Nagaland, Manipur, in fact, even Manipur, because in fact the locals on the border told me Manipur is very unstable. You should not go. Despite that, I mean, of course, thanks to the forces, Central Reserve Police Force, SSB, Assam Rifles, I knew anything happens, I can always fall back on CRPF. So I just entered the state anyways, and contrary to everything which I had heard, people were amazing. Of course, there is a tension in the air. There's a tension between the tribes, but in fact, what I saw was the common Mathis and common cookies have no issues amongst themselves. They still want to be together and do business together and be friends. But anyways, it's a very complex subject, not to dwell on right now. So, well, Manipur, then went to Majuli Islands in Assam, Arunachal. Certain section, Arunachal is huge. So, of course, like most of the other northeastern states, I could go northeast, east, west, kind of get a feel of the cross section of that area, of that state. But Arunachal, I could manage only half of it, starting from zero upwards to the Indo-China border till Zimithang, via Tawang, Bumla, Damteng. So, but it was eye-opener, the kind of landscape. It is so different. It's a different world altogether. The landscape on the mountains is very different from when you go to Bumla. It's a very different world altogether. So from there, descended back into Assam, went to Sikkim, and went to went to Nepal. Stayed in Nepal for a few days with one of the local politicians, and in fact, when I was in Nepal, I never felt I was in a different country. It's like in some western part of India, so very relatable, and I didn't know. I mean, it doesn't feel like feel that I am in any in some foreign land. And of course, while I was in Mizoram, also went visited Burma. So crossed over into Burma border, went to the refugee camp on both the sides, and it was an interesting experience. The entire dynamics where the refugees are coming into India and how the entire social fabric is getting disrupted, the complexity in governance, the politics, social complexities. It was very interesting to really experience it firsthand. Then, while from Nepal, exited into Bihar, where I am right now, into Thakurganj, visited some tea estates on the way in Darjeeling, and then also in Bihar. I never knew there are tea estates in Bihar, so I was a little surprised when I went to Thakurganj, um, and actually had an opportunity to stay in a tea estate. From there, of course, visited a agriculture college in Arabadi, then went to Araria. Now here, just 2 days back, I was in a place called Sitamari, where King Janaka, while he was plowing the field, he found Janaki, Sita Maya out there. So it was a very interesting mythological experience. And now, in a few days' time, we'll be going to Prayagraj, visit Kumbh, and from there go to Uttarakhand, Ladakh, Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan, and conclude at the same point where I started this journey. My original plan was 1 year, but I will extend it by 6 more months, because I have been really taking it slow and trying to absorb, because this journey is not about clocking miles, it is about experiencing, it is about making an attempt to make the difference. What I have seen is there's a acute lack of awareness of what climate change is all about amongst the masses, and the people who are aware, they are very complacent. The general attitude is, oh, मेरे अकेले से क्या होगा, या मैं क्या ही कर लूँगा. So why should I even bother? It's somebody else's. It's like a somebody, anybody and nobody story. So somebody thinks that it's everybody's job and anybody can do it, but nobody does it. So majority of the situation is like that. But I was fortunate enough to meet a lot of people who are working in small pockets, in small silos, in their own way, giving everything that they have to fight for this cause, in various different ways. So there are people who have left their cushy jobs abroad and they have gone back to their villages working on biodiversity in West Bengal. I met people who are aggressively promoting sustainable tourism, natural farming, people who are saving the lives of elephants, saving wetlands, innumerable people, and I, from the bottom of my heart, thank all of them. It's a long list. If I start naming, probably this is going to be, I don't know, maybe 1 hour video, or more than that. So I won't get into that right now, but yes, I would really like to thank all of them from the bottom of my heart for working for this cause, and I'm trying to do my bit um, to try and amplify that impact. But while I have been really enjoying this journey, experiencing the different cultures, enjoying the different landscape, it's not very nice to see that these beautiful landscapes are getting destroyed. So while we say Northeast is very beautiful, which is, but at the same time, the seeds of destruction are being sown. Meghalaya is not what we really see in the brochure. There's a major section of Meghalaya which is almost destroyed because of the coal mine, limestone mining, stone mining, cement manufacturing. The rivers are getting polluted. They're blowing up the mountains to build the 4 lanes, and that's almost across the entire Northeast. I did find Arunachal and Nagaland a little in a better condition, maybe in the northern part of the Assam, but the southern part of Assam, where a lot of development has happened, it is actually killing the northern part because all the resources come from the northern part of Assam. So I had opportunity to traverse through Brahmaputra on multiple occasions, major different big rivers, Ganga. Saw the plight of Ganga, how all the wastewater is being let out in Ganga. You know, it becomes like a gutter at certain points. It's very sad to see. So in this land where we worship rivers as our mother, Ma Ganga, it is sad to see how we treat our own mother. So I think this journey has been possible only because of the strong support with many like-minded people who appreciate what I attempt to do. But I think it's very important that we all join hands and try and resolve this problem, and not just point fingers that okay, it is his or her problem, or the government should do something, or the corporate should do something, because if you wait for that, nothing is going to come out of it. It's important that me as an individual, I start doing whatever I can now, because this is a problem without any borders. This is not a problem of India or Pakistan or USA or Bangladesh or Philippines or any country. It is it cuts across the boundaries. So it's like we are all in the same boat, and the boat starts leaking, everybody sinks. So I think we all should try and address that leakage together, and not say okay, the leakage is on somebody else's side, so why should I bother, because it's going to hit you at some point. So let's join hands for this cause of change before climate change. Let's be the change before the climate changes for worst, and try and save the planet for ourselves while there is still time. Thank you.